All right, so my surgery was officially early this morning at 7, and here it is. It is 10:05 p.m. They gave me a block, so I don't necessarily feel a ton of pain in my leg. I feel pressure. I can feel my kneecap. I can feel things moving. I can feel things firing, but I don't actually feel any pain. Right. Um, for the most part, I've stayed off of my leg. We're just doing like these little exercises over and over. And those have been fine. One thing I will say after surgery is that apparently I had a tube down my throat in order to just keep my airway open. That's been the roughest part for me right now, at least, is that your entire mouth is dry. So I'm constantly like drinking water and things like that to just try to like lubricate my mouth. And then, I think as a response, that's forcing me to have to pee a lot. So for the most part, the only thing I've really been doing is getting up, running to the restroom to pee, coming back, propping my leg up. I will say this, that either because of the block or because of the surgery, I feel numbness a lot. So like I can't keep my leg straight like on a couch or a chair or something like that for a long period of time without it starting to go numb. I can elevate, but I can't elevate like all night without something starting to go numb. I'm hoping that that'll resolve itself and then I can just leave it up the entire time so that way I can get all the swelling gone. I'll have been icing. We've been doing pretty good with icing. I would honestly say we probably ice once for like 20 minutes, sometimes more because I forget it's on there. Um, every hour, hour and a half, and that's been throughout the whole time since we got back. The meds they've given me are oxycodone, anti, I don't know, hold on, aspirin, oxycodone, and Zafran for, all right. I don't know how to pronounce that one, but that one is for nausea. Now I haven't felt any nausea. I haven't felt any real side effect from any of the meds. I will say that I had a rough time sleeping last night before surgery. I think I was up pretty late and then only got maybe three and a half hours sleep before the surgery. And because of that, when I took the oxycodone for the first time home, I'm pretty sure I passed out in like 10 minutes. And I was like drowsy for like that first 10 to 15 minutes. And then after that, when I woke up like 30 minutes later or so, I was fine. So that's been the only thing. But the second time I've taken it, I wasn't drowsy at all and I wasn't tired. So so the one I made before this was before surgery. So I'll tell you kind of like during surgery. I've never had any surgeries. I'm not the guy who's in shape like tremendously. I play basketball and things from time to time, but it's not like there's a set workout routine that lives inside this body. So when they first started giving me anesthesia, it was in the room, and then they were wheeling me back. The guy was talking to me. I can tell you that within 5 minutes, wheeling down the hall, mid talking, I was out. I literally remember like him saying something, and we were going back and forth talking, me and the anesthesiologist, and him saying something, and before I could respond, I think I had like a half smile and I was out. And the next thing I remember, I was waking up and they were asking me, questions basically, and the surgery was already over. So that piece of it is very like, I for one was really, 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 really nervous because I've never had any kind of surgeries before. I never had really anything that's kept me in a hospital or made me have anesthesiologist or surgery or anything. So that little piece of it was really like nerve wracking for me. And I can tell you that I don't remember anything. So for a first time, I would say that's something to put your mind at ease. Like, you'll get your IV and all that stuff, and you'll start feeling the nerves. But when they actually start like giving you stuff, yeah, none of it. You won't remember anything. So we're gonna track me. I'm gonna try to keep track of my progress through this. I have my post-op appointment tomorrow, so I'll do another blog tomorrow for my post-op, and then I'll start doing them maybe weekly or every other week, just to give updates on like what a non I would call myself not in shape. So what a not in shape person goes through down this road of recovery. I want to have full restoration back to where I am. So I'm gonna do the necessary work to try to get there. So keep a blog and tell you guys kind of what I'm doing in order to get there, and how I'm pushing myself, or how I'm bringing myself back down to reality and waiting. I'm gonna give you an accurate measure of the pain pills. I am preemptively taking the oxycodone because everywhere I've talked to or read or listened to says that the pain is excruciating when it comes out the block. So I don't want to be yelling and waking up everybody in my family. So I'm hoping that staying ahead of it by preemptively taking it on a schedule will help mitigate some of that pain. I hope to wean myself off of it over the next few days completely. So we'll just kind of see where I am starting tomorrow. But I'm taking one pill about every 4 hours tomorrow. My next round, which will be at 1 a.m., I plan to take two because I think that my block may wear off between that 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. pill. So I'll take two. I'm thinking I'll take two until I for sure know my block is off. And then if I'm not feeling like crazy pain, I may just go ahead and drop down to one. But if I do still feel pain with two, I'll probably stay at two for the whole day and then try to drop down to one pill that next day. So that's my plan, but things change, so we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, this is what your leg will probably look like. I have ice on it right now. I have it semi-elevated. Trying to get all the swelling down, because once the swelling goes down, that'll help. But until the next one, later.